Okay, Craig, it's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, hi.
Hey there.
Catherine, how are you?
I'm good. What was the 5, 6, 7, 8 about?
Well, I am having a hard time with the can. Brian's kind of reviewing it with me.
Trying to help Craig as Jupiter.
Can you show it to me one more time?
Yes. So
I can't get my leg to move that way.
Okay, well then, how about like shin height?
Shin height.
Yeah, there you go.
Tenors usually have higher kicks and higher notes.
That's true. That's true.
Do you have time to talk a little bit?
Yeah,
sure, come on in.
Come on in.
Okay. So, where are you from, and what's your hometown?
Orange County, California.
Grew up in Houston, Texas, and spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh, and now I've ended up in West Virginia for the past year.
I also spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh because I was a Pittsburgh opera resident artist, just like this one.
Boom.
Boom. Bones, we miss you. Hire me.
Who was your favorite teacher at any age?
Okay, I'm going to start off with this one. So often people answer this question by listing off amazing voice teachers, influential people like that. I'm going to go with an unsung hero, my choir director in high school, Judy McEnany. Thank you, Judy.
Brava, Judy. My favorite is also a high school teacher, my high school voice teacher, Bradley Baker.
What was your first paying job?
I'm curious about yours.
I think mine was as a music theory tutor for young kids. I mean,
Check you out.
none of that is in this brain anymore. Thank you, vocal coaches.
I worked at a restaurant called Cafe Papados, a Cajun seafood restaurant. I was the to-go guy.
What is the best thing about being a performer?
Oh, there's so many good things. The opportunity to express on stage, express any and every emotion and situation.
Yeah, getting to crawl into the skin of so many different characters, doing amazing things, amazingly horrible things, often that, things that would land you in jail for a long time. Get to do that on stage. Not that I'm interested in doing those things, but to get to experience those emotions in a safe place, and also have that experience for the audience. I mean, it's a catharsis for everybody. Just how movies are, but even more realistic and more emotional when you combine it with the orchestra and it being live.
What is the most challenging thing about being a performer?
Easy answer for me is being away from family. It's a saying that opera singers often have is, we don't get paid to do our job as opera singers, we get paid to be away from our loved ones.
I agree with that answer.
Okay. What was your first major role?
Ooh, Riff in West Side Story.
Mine was Figaro and the Marriage of Figaro.
And what would you tell yourself about that role now?
So my wife is an opera coach, pianist, and I was an undergrad when I sang that role, and I played her a recording of it early on in our relationship, and it wasn't too far that she stopped and she said, "Stop yelling at me!" Like it just feels like you're yelling at me the whole time. So I think it would be stop pushing.
That's a good one. I have to tell myself that
Right.
Every day still.
Yeah.
I would tell myself then to have more fun and stop taking it so seriously. And it's okay that people see you trip and fall. In a good way. Yeah.
What's the best compliment you've ever received?
Well, I want to turn this around. The one criticism that has always stuck with me, if I'm allowed to go there, is somebody wrote on a forum once, Craig Verm sure can sing loud, but he can't sing soft to save his life.
Is this YouTube?
No, it was new form for classical singers,
Oh,
like the
barf.
right.
Oh.
No, but and so yes, I've never had a problem projecting on stage. Singing soft is harder than singing loud.
It is, yeah.
I don't know. I think generally people think I'm a good colleague. Yeah.
I think it was when I did Timmy Laughlin and Fellow Travelers, you made me cry thinking back on my relationship.
That's why we
Great
do this, right?
compliment.
Yeah.
It's a great show, too.
So such a good show. Oh my gosh.
If you had to choose a different career, what would it be?
Oh. News anchor. But like not like on the field. I want to be like Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow in the room, like having smackdown arguments with people at a screen, looking at a screen.
You could nail that. Yeah. Well, the pandemic kind of answered that question for me. I've always loved working with my hands, and I have a passion for fixing or figuring out how to fix anything that's broken. And because of the pandemic, I started a handyman business, and that's erupted. And I've never been more busy. And I also a second side hustle started where I repair and refurbish super automatic espresso machines.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, West Virginia, hire him.
What is your dream role, even if it's not your voice type?
Interesting for you, since you've just transitioned from baritone to tenor.
That's true.
You have a whole
palette. So there are a couple. My dream role as a baritone, and he is still a dream role as Eugene Onegin. What an a-hole, and what a like great opportunity to play the transformation from a real butthole. As a tenor, it's Rodolfo, and as a woman, I would love to be Carmen.
So growing up, first getting into opera, Billy Budd was always like my I hope I get to do that at some point. And I've actually gotten to do it twice. So double dream come true. So now I'm becoming more of a certain age and thinking about where the voice might be going. And
He's a Verdi baritone now.
no, I'm not. Well, maybe 10 years. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? So just kind of playing the waiting game for that. So maybe some Verdi roles, maybe Scarpia, maybe Posa, Don Carlo. So yeah, we'll see.
How do you relax?
I like to work out, and I like to hit the gym hard. There's something that calms my mind when I'm anxious or upset or like whatever negative emotion about just like either lifting really heavy weights or doing some really intense cardio. Just mellows me out.
I have several ways. Being outside, nature, bourbon neat.
That is a good, excellent way.
Right.
Also a good way to relax.
Road trips with the family. Yeah.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Oh my gosh, I love Inglourious Bastards. Iconic movie.
There's been a lot of media recently about Nicolas Cage. I want to have to go with Raising Arizona.
What are you reading right now?
The Sympathizer novel by Viet Thanh Nguyen.
Guns, Germs, and Steel by Jared Diamond.
Oh, classic.
And what are you currently binge watching?
Moon Knight on Disney Plus. Oscar Isaac. Oh.
So when I go on the road, I get to watch things that my wife and daughter don't enjoy as much as I do. So I'm allowed to watch a little bit more violent things that my wife doesn't appreciate so much anymore. Right now I'm watching Ozark. Last week it was Better Call Saul.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Love the Breaking Bad series.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite song to blast in the car?
Well, it's usually whatever is the current top 40 pop song, but I think consistently, like, my COVID anthem was Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande's Rain on Me. It's still a bop to blast in my car or in my AirPod Pros.
I'm such a nerd. Verdi Requiem.
There is a
Okay.
If it's not NPR, then it's usually classical
Very classy
or a
choice.
podcast.
And I love that it's the Requiem, not like an opera.
Right,
It's
right,
just straight up.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's one you just got to turn up.
What do you like to drink before you perform?
Before, yeah, because I've already answered after. For me, I always have an apple. If I drink too much water, then you've got to use the restroom at inopportune times. Nothing worse than being on stage and having to use the restroom. So I love a good Pink Lady apple. That gets me through, one or two will get me through a performance.
You know, I'm actually on the apple train too because the juice
Yep.
is very hydrating.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll bite a
Keeps
piece of
things,
an
yeah.
apple. I'm a Gala apple or Honeycrisp.
Okay, yeah, those are good too.
And Brian, what about after the performance?
Oh, I am usually a bourbon on the rocks kind of guy or a tequila soda.
I've already answered.
What would people be surprised to know about you?
My chest is concave. It's a congenital thing. And because of that, I can make fart noises with it.
Oh no! Okay, I was not expecting that. That
We
is
asked
truly
for a
something
surprise.
I did not know was on your other talents
Yeah.
CV. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. Well, mine's not nearly as exciting. I love working on cars, and a lifelong dream of mine is to have a 70s Toyota Land Cruiser, and I finally bought an old rusted out one several years ago, actually from Ben Edquist's family, who was just here for She Loves Me, strangely enough. Yeah, so I bought their family Land Cruiser and have promised them that I was going to restore it, so I'm doing a full body off restoration, which will take me several years. And,
Nice.
yeah, it's a passion of mine.
Okay, one final question. What is the best advice you have ever received?
Off stage, best advice from my father is choose your battles wisely. And on stage advice would be make sure you use the restroom before you go on stage.
Good advice.
Oh my gosh. Both of those are really good. Wow. My offstage best advice was don't forget to live your own life. And the best onstage advice is yes and.
Yeah, never say no. Yeah.
Okay, well, I will let you get back to dance practice
you.
since we
I
have
need it.
rehearsal in a bit.
We do need
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye, Catherine. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Hope you enjoy the show.